Welcome, this is the portfolio tracker I use to manage stock positions in my own portfolio. It tells me my total portfolio value, my unrealized P&L, my best and worst performers, and my day-by-day return, all in one place, all updated efficiently. I've linked the template in the description. Feel free to download it, follow along, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how each part of it works and how to make it your own. Before we get into it, a quick word on how this is structured. There are 3 working sheets. We have prices, holdings, and dashboards. Most portfolio trackers you'll find online throw everything into one sheet. That works when you have 5 positions, but it becomes a mess when you have 20 and a nightmare when you want to update prices quickly. Here I've separated price data from position data intentionally. Your prices change every day. Your holdings change only when you trade. And keeping them separate means you can refresh your entire tracker in 60 seconds by updating one sheet without touching anything else. Prices sheet first. This is the engine the whole model runs on. There are 4 columns. We've got ticker, current price, day change in pounds, day change as a percentage, and last updated. Your tickers go in column A. Keep them consistent exactly as they appear in your broker. So we've got Apple, Microsoft, Vanguards, and so on. And this matters because every formula in the holding sheet uses VLOOKUP to find these tickers by name. One typo and the lookup fails. You'll get a blank cell instead of an error. Current price is a manual input. That's why it's blue. You update this each session from your broker or from Google Finance if you want to be quick about it. It takes about 60 seconds for a 10 position portfolio. Day change in pounds, also manual. Your broker will show you this directly. You then also have the day change in percentage, and last updated can be filled in, so you always know if you're looking at stale prices or not. That's the prices sheet. Let's now move to the holding sheet, which is where your position data lives permanently. Again, 4 manual inputs, blue cells, so we've got tickers, sectors, shares held, average buy price, and then everything else is calculated. Ticker must match the prices sheet exactly. That's the key that locks the 2 sheets together. Sector is optional, but I'd encourage you to fill it in. And once you have 10 or more positions, sector allocation becomes one of the most useful things to track. After all, you may think you're diversified and realize that in fact you have 60% technology exposure. Cost basis is the shares multiplied by the average buy price, so relatively straightforward. Current price is green. It's being pulled from the prices sheet via VLOOKUP. So this is the formula doing the heavy lifting, as you can see here. VLOOKUP finds your ticker in the prices sheet and then returns the current price. I've wrapped it in if error, so empty rows stay clean rather than throwing an error. Quick note on why I'm using VLOOKUP here rather than index match. For this model, VLOOKUP is simpler to read and maintain, and the data set is small enough. Index match becomes valuable when you're searching large data sets or need to look to the left. For this use case, VLOOKUP is fine. Unrealized P&L, this is the current value minus the cost basis, and this is the number that really matters. Total return is the P&L divided by the cost basis, formatted as a percentage. And the conditional formatting on P&L, red to white to green color scale, your winners are immediately visible, your losers as well. Dashboards, this is the sheet that you'll look at the most. We've got 8 summary cards across the top. Total invested, current value, total P&L, total return, day P&L, number of positions, best performer, worst performer. Total invested is a sum of the cost basis column in the holding sheet. Current value is a sum of the current value column. Total P&L is the difference, one number that tells you exactly where you stand. Best and worst performer are the most interesting formulas in this model. They're index match combinations, finding the ticker name that corresponds to the highest and lowest total return in your holding sheet. Index returns a value from a range. Match finds the position of the maximum return within that range, and together they give you the name of your best performer dynamically, and it updates automatically as your prices change. If you're not using index match yet, this is a good place to start understanding it. It's more powerful than VLOOKUP for this type of lookup. And below the KPI cards, you've got the full holdings table, same data as the holding sheet, presented cleanly with the same conditional formatting. The dashboard is the only sheet you need to have open day to day. And then last updated in the top left is the today function, same as the prices sheet. It's a simple signal that tells you whether what you're looking at is current. Now let me show you this working in real time. Apple, as we can see, is currently showing a price of 178.25. I'm going to update it to 185 over here, and then we can see how this updates automatically in the dashboard. The current value updates, the total P&L updates, total return updates, Apple's day change flows to the day P&L card as well. And let me now show you the conditional formatting working. So I'll take Tesla down significantly. So we've got Tesla over here. Let's go to the prices sheet and bring this down to a price of 100. We can then go back to the dashboard. And as you can see, red, it's immediately visible. You don't have to read the numbers to know that Tesla is your problem position today. 3 things to do, therefore, when you download this. Firstly, go to the prices sheet and replace my sample tickers with your actual holdings. So you can take these, delete them, add yours. Secondly, go to the holding sheet and then enter your real positions, ticker, sector, shares held, average buy price, the cost basis, and everything else calculates automatically. And then also update the current prices. Your broker will show you these. It takes a minute. If you do it once, the whole dashboard will be live. And the tracker supports up to 50 positions. The instruction sheet walks through the system. If you're adding positions beyond the sample data, just extend the rows. All formulas are built to be dragged down. One thing I'd add if you want to take this further is a transaction log sheet. Every time you buy or sell, log the date, the ticker, the quantity, and the price, and that gives you a full audit trail and lets you calculate your time-weighted return properly. That's a more advanced version. Let me know in the comments if you want me to build that out in a future video. That's all for today. If you found this video useful, please don't forget to like and subscribe.